Hey, good evening. Here we are in our little room, our tiny house for the last 3 days. Since
Two and a half.
2.5. We got here Thursday afternoon, or Thursday around noon, and weren't able to get into our room until about 3 o'clock. So we just hung out in a common area, but we could use the bathroom and
shower.
That was really helpful. That felt good. So showers, we have a new appreciation for showers since being on the trail.
And a towel. I think we had to pay $3 to rent a towel.
Yeah, we had to rent a towel. So we've used that same towel since
the last 2 days.
Yeah, the last 2 days we've used that same towel. Each of us have. So, but we're very thankful for it. These rooms, this room is a 12 by 12. There's 2 bunks on either side, so there's 4 bunks. It normally would seat 4 people or sleep 4 people, but this is all we could get. We had a 2 bunker the first night that was a 10 by 10, a little smaller but the same layout with no shelves. This room has shelves, and I'll show you those in a little bit here. We just wanted to update you a little bit on how things are going. So we are at the NOC, the Natahala Outdoor Center, or Natahala, depends on who you talk to, I guess. So,
about 137 miles on the AT trail.
Right. And so far things are going really good. We're learning a lot. Every day I think we learn something new. Mm-hmm. And one of the most recent things has been Sherry's shoes. That has been a big issue for the last several days on trail. The bottoms of her feet became so sore that by the end of the day she was in tears, in pain. So Sherry, what do we get?
So I had the Ultra Lone Peaks, and I bought them last January, February, and have been training, walking all year with them, and I loved them. Mm-hmm. They felt like slippers, house slippers with tread on the bottom, and they were very comfortable, and I never had any problems whatsoever. But once we got on trail and started hiking on rocks and roots,
uneven surface,
like the outside of my foot right here, it felt like the bone was bruised. I'd be good for maybe 6-7 miles, and then anything over that, it was painful. Plus my knees were...
What about your knees?
Giving me pains. The downhill, the jarring of the downhill, it just felt like it was like inside in the kneecap area. It just hurt.
Mm-hmm. So what did we get?
Anyway, so we went, we checked here, and they didn't have a very wide selection. I had bunion surgery, so I have a really wide foot, and I have big feet. And so they didn't have my size, or the shoe wasn't wide enough, so we got a shuttle to go to Bryson City, and we got a pair of shoes there, and they're Keens. It has a very wide toe box, and I'm hoping they'll be the ticket.
Mm-hmm. And a much
I'm a little leery.
Sole.
Yeah, a little leery about starting out with brand new shoes. I started trail, you want to break in your shoes before you, but that there's not a chance to do that. So we're just trusting the Lord that this will be the right thing for my feet, and Leuco tape, and we'll be all set.
Yeah. So what is the Leuco tape? What is that?
Leuco tape, it's like brown, very sticky tape. It's probably about that wide, and so like if you get a hot spot, like where you feel like a blister might be starting, you just cut that off and put that on your feet. I had got some right in on the sides of my heels, and I thought there were stones in there, and here it was little blisters starting. I put tape over that, and I'd never had a problem.
How long does that Leuco tape last?
A long time until it gets real wet, and then it wants to come off. So
yeah, so we've been doing that, working with our feet, our knees. We got some knee supports, and we're hoping that has made a big difference.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're grateful for that.
I was taking a lot of ibuprofen about 3 in the morning and 3 in the evening, and now I don't have to anymore. So I think the supports are really helping.
Mm-hmm. Our tent, we're learning how to pitch our tent on uneven ground, and the other night, I guess it was last night on trail, we pitched our tent in a rainstorm and wind. It was kind of difficult. Anyway, and I had a little bit about the video, showed a picture of that, but we lost a stake during when wind was really blowing. One of the stakes pulled out, just the ground was so soft, and the tent stayed up, but it's supported by our trekking poles. So it's kind of on the trail it's very common, and camping, regular camping, it's not so common. But it's all to make it lightweight. So we're learning more about pitching that tent each time, and what we'd like to just show you our room here a little bit, and then just show you a little bit about what we carry for food.
I wanted to say one other thing. I'm kind of the type of person that just likes a lot of routine. The same things over and over is very comforting to me. And so, as you can imagine, on the trail every day it's new, new people, new places, a new place to set up the tent, and I have been really pleasantly surprised at how well that I have adapted to each circumstance. A hostile, whatever, you know, I go in like a cow with big eyes, you know, when they're going into a new pasture or something. But I'm able to adjust, and that has been remarkable to me, because I was concerned that might be a real problem, just because of my personality and stuff. And I've been pleasantly surprised that the community, that the AT community is just so friendly and so wanting to help, and it's just been it's been so much fun.
Yeah.
It really has.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of fun. We've learned a lot of things, learning a lot of people's names. I try to record people's names where we meet them. Things like anything from bridges to tapeworm, and don't make a judgment about them. There's something funny usually about everyone's trail name. So we're going to show you just what our room looks like here a little bit. So this is one side of the room here, a double bunk, and then this room has some shelves on it, and our door, and we actually have a window there, and then we have a little seat there which has my backpack and some various gear, and then another bunk here. Put our air mattress. We slept on our air mattresses because they're a little more comfortable, but for the price, it's really nice. It's warm. So Sherry's going to show you here a little bit about what she does when she fixes up our food bags. And because she's so organized, it's very helpful to me the way she does this. So in there, first of all, this is a rock sack that I use I put a rock in there. That's literally what you do. You put a rock in there. It's got the string in there. You throw that up over a tree, hook your food sack onto it, and hang it from the tree so the critters don't get to it.
This is a Ziploc bag that holds odor. And so here's a bag. We have some medications, vitamins, that type of thing that we keep in there, and then also pepper. We like a lot of pepper. So
we had salt and pepper, but the food had enough salt, so we sent that home.
So I have bags, Ziploc bags, that I mark day 1, day 2, like that. And so in each bag we have breakfast, which consists of our 4 bags of grits, and then our 4 bars. We each get 2 each day.
1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon.
And then the lunch food is in my food bag here. And then here's our supper. Ramen noodles, mashed potatoes, and usually tuna. We can get this in chicken or salmon. And so that's our supper. And that all goes in day 1, so Rick can get those out and prepare it.
Yeah, so typically, I guess always, I do I like to cook. So it's not because of any kind of bargain, it's because I like to cook. So such as it is, it's boiling water. That's what cooking amounts to. But I do the cooking, and Sherry kind of organizes inside the tent, and we have a good system already in place that works good. What she had there was actually not mashed potatoes, it was actually hash or American fries.
Oh yeah, we're going to try something new.
We're going to try something new. Instead of mashed potatoes, she found some hash browns, I guess they were. So
in a carton.
They're supposed to fry them in a skillet after you cook them. We obviously aren't going to do that. We don't have a skillet, but yeah, it'll work pretty good. So we're really excited, and we hope to tomorrow, as we have a pretty stiff climb in the morning. I think close to 2,500 feet that we're going to climb, in the forenoon, so the elevation gain will be quite significant. But so far, we're having a great time. We still love each other.
Well, another thing when we come in, and whether it be a hostel or hotel or whatever, we do laundry. We wash all our clothes. And at this one, since we had 2 zeros, which a 0 is considered a day that we don't hike on the AT. Mm-hmm. No miles. Mm-hmm. And so I washed all of our pans, the Ziploc bags that we store our food in. I washed all those, and so everything is clean. We're starting out brand new.
So we will post some more videos as we go, and hope to. Some of you have requested a few things, so we're going to try to address those. One of the interesting things is how do you clean your cook pot? So I will demonstrate that. You might be surprised.